So this is another video that has been a long time coming. On May the 16th, 2021, Terraria celebrated its 10-year anniversary. Now I had plans, as I normally do, but much like my Vermintide videos, stuff got in the way. So here I am. My name is Cannon Fodder, and this is going to be another rambly one, as I try to effectively communicate why I like Terraria. Terraria is now 10 years old, if you can believe that, with the final release, or the final DLC technically, or the final update to the game called Journey's End. This game has never changed price, although for the amount of content that you get, it would be well deserving in my honest opinion. I have many hours in this game, not as many as I would like, nor as many as it deserves, but every single one of those hours I have thoroughly enjoyed. Whether it be playing by myself or playing with friends in either a vanilla or modded world. And when I say vanilla, I mean any of the standard game modes that you can now find. Journey, Master, Hardcore, or Normal. This is a beautiful game. And albeit when it released in 2011, there were many comparisons drawn between it and another block-based sandbox survival crafting game, but they are so completely different, and so enjoyable in many, many different ways, of which I probably can't begin to list, nor do I technically have the time to, even if I did. So, let's recount my journey. It started in 2012 for me. It was my first purchase on Steam. I had seen it on a disc, would you believe, of all things. And I have a disc copy somewhere. It came with a code for a bunny pet, which gave you a little carrot item with which you could summon it. It came with a pickaxe keychain, which it no longer exists. A few cards and a poster, none of which I can find anymore, but I have the disc somewhere. And so, when I first installed it for the first time, I played a little bit, survived the first night, died to a couple of zombies, a few slimes along the way, encountered my first boss, the Eye of Terror. It was well worth the name. That is terrifying. And so, I continued to play. I liked it so much, I bought it on Steam. I have bought various friends' copies of the game as well. A couple of years ago, I bought my wife a copy too, because I wanted to share my enjoyment with my family, with my friends. And so, 10 years later, in multiple updates, they released Journey's End. That was it, they said. The game is finished. We're going to go work on bringing all the content that we've released so far to all of the other platforms. Which, I'll be honest, I've never played Terraria on any of the other platforms, like the Switch or Xbox or anything, but if you have, I know that they do have unique items. And I think that's one of the most brilliant things about this game, is it doesn't matter what platform you play it on, there's always something new to experience. Whether it is an extra fancy sword, or a unique piece of kit, maybe even a unique boss. There is always something about this game, irrespective of when you come to the game, when you get it. Be it the first time you play, or the 100th time that you've played through, from start to finish, from the Eye of Terror to the Moonlord. There is always something different, always something new to experience. There is always each map that you play on has its own unique feel. Now you may build the same thing over and over and over again, but each time you get in, there's just, when you hear that music, for me at least, I get really excited. Like, really, really excited, and I just, aside from putting more, you know, the word really more times in front of the word excited, I'm not eloquent enough to describe how excited I get for this game. It's beautiful. It is a well-crafted, well-built piece of gaming software. And every time the Steam Awards comes around, when this doesn't get labor of love, it breaks my heart. But that's a whole nother rant. So let's get back into the 10th anniversary. When the 10th anniversary happened, they released their own little map. It has multiple seeds, all of which are available on the Terraria wiki. And it is both odd and fun and exciting and a little bit frustrating, but all the while it's still enjoyable. There are multiple great trees, all of with various looms and everything else underneath them. We got a pyramid. Spawn, for whatever reason, was next to the jungle. Just on the beach there, a little bit beyond. But there are islands aplenty. And all the colours are weirdly inverted too. The sand is blue, the trees are red, the grass is a rather peculiar shade of cyan, of all things. But I thoroughly enjoyed my time in it. And I may revisit it later on as well, because it's not done yet. I've done a couple of the bosses, but there's still more to do, still more to explore, more to build, more to collect. It was so much fun. And to see the internet just erupt in all forms of adoration for this game, which I thoroughly enjoy, if not love, was well and truly heartwarming. Yeah. I love Terraria. It's not just a good game. It's a great game. And so, I think I might need to dive back in. That's it from me. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. My name's Cannon Fodder, and if you need me, I'll be playing Terraria.